And those are the starting lineups.
Number
Lots of
13.
interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more.
I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up. I need the energy all the way up. All the way up. All the way up. I need the energy all the way up. Come from the bottom, now I'm blowing up.
Look at that. That is spectacular.
That's amazing.
I need the energy all the way up.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
No, he didn't. Gentlemen, that's gorgeous.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Moments away, it'll be the Denver Nuggets going up against the Los Angeles Clippers here at the Staples Center. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Let's take a look at the numbers for Paul George.
He's been playing a much bigger role in their offense over the past 5 games. It comes across in his usage rate, which has gone up during that stretch. We'll see if they continue to lean on him here tonight.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Paul George has shown over the years that he remains one of the most versatile stars in the league. He said, "I pride myself on being effective on both ends. I try to do it all. Play the right way and just get lost in the game. I'll do everything I can to win." And guys, there's still not much he can't do with his combination of size and athleticism.
David, he clearly is a special talent, and his resume shows. Thank you. And tonight's game, like so many, could come down to the three-point shooting for each team. Greg, there are debates as to whether that style alone can win you a championship in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, there's never a substitute for balance, and coaches and players are too smart. You have to keep your opponents guessing, but leave no doubt the three-pointer is here to stay.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets' opening lineup. The wing set for them, Barton and Porter. Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. And it's Murray in at point. And for the Clippers, the guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Winslow in at the small forward. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here.
Ball to Denver.
Porter against Winslow. Jokic passes to Murray. Jokic with the screen on Jackson. Just 3 to shoot. Stolen by Zubac. And now Winslow pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Porter with a block. They recover it. Barton surveying the floor. Murray the pass to Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. He takes it in, and the rejection by Zubac. To the middle, there's Winslow, and the Clippers miss again. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Last time they came together was in Los Angeles, where they fell to the Clippers.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
George finds Winslow. That shot misses. Gordon with the defensive effort.
And you watch Porter. Unbelievable potential. He makes some plays that just leaves you shaking your head.
Here's Jokic. A 35-point game for him in the win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Barton, no luck. And the team has talked Greg about having high hopes for Porter. What does he need to do, though, to reach that next level?
And frankly, more maturity is going to lead to greater consistency. He missed his only season in college, missed his first season in the NBA, and this guy's still making up for lost time. Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And he makes the first but misses the second. Oh, and when you talk about athletic and acrobatic players, circus-like players, Doris, Aaron Gordon leaps to mind.
Oh, my goodness, no question. Few guys are as explosive as Aaron Gordon around the cup. This guy has shown off his abilities in multiple dunk contests, including the 2020 contest where many people believe he should have been the winner.
Now, here is George, following the miss by Jokic.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
The Clippers shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
That's good from George. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
And George drops them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Barton, no luck.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Zubac, a screen on Porter. Inside. Zubac in the post. Guarded by Porter, and it goes down 2 points.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Jokic after the basket by Los Angeles. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Take a look at the Nuggets. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And, of course, the Clippers. They're down there in the 10th spot.
And I think for Denver, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Clippers ball.
Clippers leading by 5. Pass to Zubac. Zubac with the screen for Jackson. There's the drive, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Denver. And Greg, at this point in the year, if your system overall doesn't seem to be working, how much can you really change before the offseason?
Well, usually a system change would come with a coaching change, but sometimes it's not the system. And sometimes you just need a different voice. And keep in mind, you also have to evaluate that roster and find out if the players on that roster are a good match for the system.
He misses the free throw.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Good on the second free throw.
Man, they are just living at the line.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Looking for the first basket of the game. George against Barton. Back to Murray. 6 to shoot. Drives to the hoop. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Clippers leading by 6. Zubac a screen on Murray. Winslow. Barton with the rebound. Nuggets have got a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. Now Winslow. He had 15 points last out, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
Pass to Jokic. To end the drought. That shot, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Jokic with a screen on Jackson. Here's Murray. And another miss by Denver. Los Angeles leading by 9. Winslow dishes to Jackson. Back to Winslow. Outside, George. Zubac with the screen for George. Driving the lane. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Oh, my goodness. Paul George under duress of exceptional defense. No problem.
Fans, the Lava section gets free t-shirts. Let's see who's the last. Fans, your Clippers pick.
The Clippers going with a whole new group out there.
And let's take a moment to look at some stats for Nicholas Batum. How last month turned out for him. He's averaging 6 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. I mean, the numbers aren't bad on their own, but he knows that he can help this team in a bigger way.
And sometimes it comes down to the flow of the offense. One night it's your night, another night perhaps it's somebody else's.
The Nuggets trail by 11. Morris passes to Green. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Foul, Denver. That's his first personal foul. 4th team foul.
Nuggets on D. Still without a basket in the game. Here's Bledsoe. Driving in. It's good.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Clippers leading by 13.
Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success, both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
Now, here's Batum. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. Shot clock at 5. Shoots from 14. No good from Bledsoe.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
And for Kennard, he was a standout player at a very early age.
Well, you can look no further at the state of Ohio and the scoring records he put up. Kennard outscored LeBron James's high school numbers. He has that kind of game where he can just take over with his shooting.
Now here's Bledsoe. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Can't hit from in close. The Nuggets trail by 13. Campazzo, the pass to Morris. And there's the drive. There's the pass to Campazzo. They need this. Not going to go that time. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Bledsoe has screen on Green. Pass to Bledsoe. There's the triple. That's tipped.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Pass to Green. Over Kennard. Green, no luck. Clippers leading by 13. Kennard with the ball. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And here's Bledsoe going inside. It's rebounded by Najee.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Campazzo, no good on the shot, a bit long that time. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Thunder. Kennard against Morris. Passes it to Hartenstein. Here's Mann. Sinks the triple.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, night in and night out, sometimes it's a battle of runs. Who has the most?
Your Clippers pick. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers. Dirk.
And a quick look now at the best free throw shooting teams. Fourth, the Clippers.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
1:07 left in the first quarter of the game. Morris passes to Najee. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Denver shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight.
At the line for the Nuggets, Zeke Najee. At the line for 2.
The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. 59 seconds left to play here in the first. And there's the pass to Hartenstein. Beyond the arc. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Campazzo, the pass to Najee. He kicks it to Morris. Najee down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Rivers. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
Well, tremendous composure on the interior from the guard, Austin Rivers. He's got the frame to complete that play.
17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Bledsoe. And he drives in. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. And the 2021 League MVP, Nikola Jokic, discussed what brought him to this point.
The hustle work, every day, twice a day. Just go out there on the court and do whatever you need to do to get better, And that's what I did.
He did indeed. Those long hours, Greg, in the gym are something the fans don't always recognize.
And even for a player like the Joker, who seems like a savant with the ball, it all comes back to the work.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a comfortable margin here for the Clippers guys.
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
The guard spots filled by Jackson and George. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Nikola Jokic is arguably the greatest passing center of all time. I say arguably because Wilt is in the conversation. But Jokic sees the game a frame ahead. Nikola said, I just look where defenders are standing, listen to what they're talking about, and their play calls. For me, it's a normal thing. I just wonder what they're doing, and I do the opposite. Kevin, it's simple, actually. I'm going to do the opposite now and stop talking.
No. You keep talking, we'll keep listening, and David, thank you very much.
One shot.
We We see more and more players, Doris, stretching the limits of their shooting range. How does that deep ball challenge a defense?
Well, we have to redefine what is quality defense in today's NBA because of the range shooting. What it does is it spaces the floor. It's asking big men to guard at 28 to 30 feet. And that's a very difficult thing to do for a big man 6 feet 9 and 7 feet. Things can break down quickly. You're in rotation right away. Challenging, I would say, it is to guard in today's NBA.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good.
And there have been some to compare Porter to Kevin Durant. Really a fluid shooter who also possesses amazing athleticism.
And he sinks the second. And it's the Clippers with the ball. George looking over the floor. Murray against Jackson. Back to Winslow. 6 on the shot clock. No good from outside.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Now, here's George, following the miss by Austin Rivers. Puts up a 3. George, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And with Aaron Gordon, we knew about his high-flying acrobatics. But at his age, still seeking more consistency. Given his talent, he must continue to get better.
Here's George, following the basket by Jokic. Jackson down low. He's covered by Murray. Winslow against Porter. From downtown, Winslow's shot is off. Greg, there's no question Gordon has game, especially remembering some of those dunk contests he was in.
An impressive athlete, no doubt. And his outside shot has improved. Now he's got to concentrate on scoring more for his team.
Now Gordon. After Justice Winslow missing on that last three-pointer, Gordon finds Murray. Nailed from three-point land. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles.
And you talk to Murray. He said it was a lot of fun to grow up in Canada. Wanted to prove that you can play ball there and still get to where you need to go.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers. Dirk.
He's checked in for Austin Rivers. And while we can, let's have a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who have been the most efficient scorers in the NBA this month. Third is Ivica Zubac.
It would be hard to imagine him shooting the ball much better than he has. He has been on fire.
Here's Jackson. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Zubac, a screen on Murray. Pass to Winslow. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Just 5 to shoot. Jackson drives in. And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. The Nuggets trail by 12. Barton passes to Gordon. Fades and shoots. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Winslow's shot is off.
It's amazing the success they've had with him shooting this way. 0 for the night.
Jackson against Murray. Back to Jokic. He dishes it to Murray. Denver needs to get off his shot. And it's Jokic missing. Clippers leading by 12. Outside Jackson. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Marcus Morris.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Now here's Winslow. Here's George. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
How about the dribble drive ability of Paul George, the quick handles for a guy his size.
Outside Porter. Jokic sets the screen for Porter. To the inside. Winslow against Porter. Tries from the block. Good defense by Jokic.
And, you know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
The Nuggets trail by 14. Jokic inside, working on Zubac. And it's Jokic missing. Los Angeles has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Passes to Jackson. Back to George. Now the pass to Winslow. Kicks it to George. With the drive. And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career, they needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
And he makes the first.
One of the things that's been said before, but it's so accurate, Paul George's ability to improve himself is really quite remarkable. This guy is always looking for ways to add to an already stellar game.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Hartenstein's checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And Eric Bledsoe subbed in for Jackson. And both free throws good for Paul George.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Campazzo, guarded by Bledsoe. Excellent D there from Bledsoe. Winslow kicks to Bledsoe. Here's Hartenstein. No points in the game yet for him. Bledsoe passes to George. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. And the Clippers lead by 18.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
A fadeaway. And it's Gordon missing.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Morris against George. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. The Nuggets trail by 20. Gordon with a screen on Bledsoe. Campazzo, the pass to Gordon. Dishes it to Green. Gordon inside. Defended by Batum. Trying to get something going. It's deflected. George against Morris. They get a hand on it. On the wing, George. Covered by Morris. There's the pick. There's Winslow. And it's Isaiah Hartenstein with the foul. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Los Angeles with some changes. Mann comes in for Justice Winslow. And it's Kennard in for George. And Denver with a change here, too. Rivers checked in. And so Green will bring it up for the Nuggets. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
2 minutes remaining.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Isaiah Hartenstein.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
You know, they're also having success from the free throw line. So many of their points are coming from that stripe.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
First free throw is good. And both free throws good for Green. Los Angeles leading by 18. Bledsoe looking it over. He kicks to Batum. Clippers moving the ball around. Mann passes to Bledsoe. Shot clock at 6. And it's Monte Morris with the foul.
Monte Morris.
That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. 3rd team foul.
.139 left in the first half of the game. Kennard, and he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Here's Najee. Rivers passes to Green. Green with a screen on Bledsoe. Just 4 to shoot. Campazzo. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Nicholas Batum. The Nuggets shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
At the line for 2.
First one falls for him.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Los Angeles leading by 18. Bledsoe dishes to Batum. 59 seconds left to play here in the half. Clock at 6. Here's Mann. A second chance effort, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Bledsoe against Rivers. Pass to Campazzo. 32 seconds left to play in the first half. Down low. Here's Najee from the right block. The shot is good. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And it's Bledsoe off the drive, and that one good. And the Clippers lead by 18.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
To the paint, Batum with the steal. 4-on-3 break from outside the arc. The shot, no good. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for Los Angeles. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks a lot, guys. With Mike Malone, as the second half approaches, Coach, what are you looking for?
Execution, pace and purpose with everything that we do, and making sure that when we call a set, we know what we're trying to accomplish and get the ball to where our players can be effective.
We'll see if they can fix that in the second half. Thanks, Coach. Back to you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
And hello, everybody. What an amazing first half performance it's been for the Los Angeles Clippers.
They played smart, they took their time and limited mistakes. When you value each possession, you eventually will get the shot you want. But when you lose the ball, you have no control over the destiny.
And with All-Star Weekend approaching, love the three-point shootout. Here are some of the possible contenders.
And I love looking ahead to the three-point contest. Never too soon. Judging by the contenders, we could see some real records set this year.
You know, every year it seems to get more competitive. There's a deeper pool of guys to draw from. Look, if you're a 40% three-point shooter, that's probably not good enough to make the cut.
And that about does it for us. Now for the good stuff as we get set to resume the second half.
What, we're not any good?
Ernie, we've been friends since 1989, but I resent that, Ernie.
We'll settle it off camera, one at a time. You first, Jet.
I'm sorry.
I was just playing, Ernie.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been one outstanding game from George.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. So on the floor for Denver, Gordon and Jokic hold down the post for him. The guards are out there for him, Murray and Barton. And it's Porter at the small forward position.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
At the line for two.
That free throw, no good. Goal for Zubac is to be a starter in the league.
You know, this guy has started games in the past. He's also played well off the bench. And listen, he's not going to be a guy who shoots with range, but given everything else you need from a center, he can deliver.
And the second free throw, good. The Nuggets trailed by 19. Murray surveying the D. Pass to Jokic. From deep. And there's Murray on the assist by Jokic. Murray's got 6.
And the backbone of Murray's game is that ability to scorch you from distance.
Now Zubac. He's got 6. Outside, George. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. He's got 17.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Porter against Jackson. Zubac with the screen for George. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Jokic.
See, I don't think you can teach that. Paul George going right into contact. You love that aggressiveness.
The Clippers have shot the ball pretty well from the line, going 8 of 11.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And both free throws good for Paul George. Little over a minute gone here in the second half. Murray against Jackson. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Jackson against Gordon. Back to Winslow. Just 5 on the clock. Screen by Zubac. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
That's his 4th personal foul.
He's made 1 and missed 1 so far in the game.
At the line for LA, Justice Winslow. 2 shots.
2 shots.
That's good from Winslow. He hits both from the stripe. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. And a wide open look for Porter. Bangs home the trifecta.
And a smooth shooting stroke off the catch. Porter clearly excels in those situations.
Jackson looking around. Passes it to Zubac. 5 to shoot. George from deep three-point land tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. At the elbow, Jokic. Outside, Porter. A fader. And too long on the shot. Clippers leading by 20. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a 3 for me. Guys?
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's see it, fans. Fans, your Clippers spirit.
Some numbers for Jamal Murray. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, putting up about 18 points per, 6 assists and 4 rebounds. He's been nothing short of fantastic during that stretch. Offense coming very easily for him.
And so much of it, to me, is his ability to read the floor, make the right decision, and then go right after the action he wants.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. The pass to Porter. For the 3. Traps in the tray.
Michael Porter Jr.
Porter's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Nuggets.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
And the Clippers call time here.
It's time for T-shirts. All right. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers spirit. Look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers spirit.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. He's been on a remarkable tear this past month. 7th in free throw percentage, and he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And yeah, he's a true professional at the free throw line. It's a part of the game where he excels. You want him at the line for you in crunch time. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Jackson kicks to Zubats. Jackson with it. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Jokic. The dish to Porter. Back to Jokic. Barton outside. 5 on the clock. Jokic sets the screen for Barton. Count that bucket. Barton's got his first points of the night. Clippers leading by 19 points. Outside, George. For Murray. It's rebounded by Jamal Murray. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Denver. Winslow against Porter. Here's Jokic. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Jokic has got 6 points.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
Now, here's George. He's got 19. Shoots over Barton, and George gets it to go. George has got 21.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Gordon with the screen from Murray. 13 feet away. It's hauled in by George. George has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jackson passes to George. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his first.
Well, Paul George is a difficult defensive assignment precisely for this reason. He's going to force you into contact.
All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, they've taken advantage.
Now, something else we've seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to drop. Big points coming from three-point range right now.
That's good from George. And Doris, I know you dealt with a tough injury in your time as a player, but a lot of these careers being saved now by the advances in medicine.
Kevin, think about it. Torn ACLs historically, going back 20 years, drastically changed what we believed was the ceiling for players. Now a torn ACL may only prohibit a player from playing for 8 to 12 months. That's drastically different. You're seeing stars like LeBron take care of their bodies, invest in what they know is the moneymaker for them. Listen, this medical progress, this improvement in nutrition and caring for your body has changed the equation on the length of careers.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge win. When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Now, here is Morris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
Here's Batum. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. From deep, George. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Campazzo's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Kicks it to Green. He dishes it to Rivers. Pass to Green. Takes it off the glass.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
George up top, covered by Morris. With a step back. Outside for Batum. Outside, George. And he's good on the 3-ball. George has got 26.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
And a guy like Nick Batum, all but written off, he went through a rebirth after joining the successful Clippers.
Right, you think about Nick Batum, he had to deal with so many injuries. You forget how complete a player he is when healthy. He showed just how important he can be for an elite team.
And it's Denver with the rebound. Campazzo. No good that time. Bledsoe with the defensive effort. LA's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. George passes to Hartenstein. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. 6 to shoot. There's Winslow. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Nuggets have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6-13 from the field here in the third.
2 minutes.
Campazzo, and it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession. A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Mann's checked in for the Clippers. Luke Kennard comes in for George. Porter's checked in for the Nuggets. .151 left to play in the third. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Morris, and he hits the jump shot. Morris has got his first points of the game.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Now, here's Kennard. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Here's Bledsoe. Green with the block. Porter outside. The shot that time, not on target. And the Clippers will come the other way. Bledsoe outside. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds in this game. Porter against Batum. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And let's look now. Aaron Gordon's numbers. Over the last 10 games or so, he's really shown up. Averaging 13 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 4 assists. Well, fans of this team will take this kind of production from him without hesitation.
I tell you, he has been a solid contributor. They have called his number, and he has delivered for them.
Shot's good by Bledsoe.
He has that powerful, chiseled frame that allows Bledsoe to finish so well through contact.
Passes it to Green. Green with a screen on Batum. It's blocked.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
And they pick up 2.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
To the middle. Gordon inside. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Well, at 6'9", great athlete, Aaron Gordon can be a problem on the glass.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. So for the Clippers right now, Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Mann in at the 3. And here is Los Angeles now, following the 3-point attempt by Jamal Murray.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
To the wing right side. And Marcus Morris, good for three.
You have now got to respect the three-point shooting ability of Marcus Morris. He understands now he's got to take that shot.
Now, here is Morris. The pass to Porter. Now, here's Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And the rejection by Zubac. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And a whole new lineup here for the Nuggets. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. 2 on the clock for 3. Rebound by the Clippers. Here's Mann. And for top high schoolers, Doris, who want to make a salary instead of going to college, there are now quite a few options.
There are, Kevin, and I love it because to me, this is a free market system. So whether you're going overseas, you have the Ignite franchise in the G League. And listen, there may be more options to come, and I think that's a great thing.
Out of bounds, the Clippers take possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Preston. They swipe it. Out to the wing. Here's the 3. And again, Denver no good. LA has gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Six on the shot clock. Fades. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Yeah, the defender in position there and with a height advantage. The fade away was really his only choice, but still a tough shot. The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
We call that solid fundamentals. Luke Kennard finding his teammate on time and on target.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Who wants a t-shirt? Make some noise. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
And here are the Nuggets now. Pass to Rivers. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Bull. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his second.
You know, Doris, the debate about what makes someone an MVP is always interesting. In your mind, and you're a voter, what are the qualities of an MVP-worthy player?
You know, Kevin, one of the things that fascinated me about the most recent MVP selection was some of the slander sent at Nikola Jokic. And I think it had everything to do with him not passing the eye test. And by that, I mean, he didn't have eye-popping athleticism. But he was my runaway choice for MVP because he is so highly skilled and he is so valuable to what they do on the offensive end of the floor. He has vision. He has the ability to score the basketball in the paint and outside the paint. He can manipulate defenses because of his high basketball IQ. It was such a fascinating conversation, and what a worthy MVP for Nikola Jokic.
Martin's checked in for the Nuggets.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
They get it again. Over to the left wing. Another shot. It's rebounded by Dozier. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. They need this one, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. Shooting for Denver, P.J. Dozier at the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. And back in the day, Greg, Allen Iverson got criticized for devaluing practice. Now we've got healthy players sitting out of games. Has load management gone too far, you think?
Not a practice, but a game. We got guys missing games, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. But honestly, I'm really all for load management in this regard. If I owned a team and I had to invest $200 million in a player, I want to do everything I can to prolong my investment. And the reality is we've got our stars playing at unprecedented lifts at higher levels later in their careers. So I'm all for doing what we can to prolong the careers of our very best players.
Shot clock at 5. Kennard for 3. That one's not going to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Dozier. They could use a bucket. That shot off. Three-pointer. And it's Luke Kennard with the 3.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Martin the bounce pass. Here's Bull. The Clippers grab the miss.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Preston. He's guarded by Rivers. From 7. Preston can't hit.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Here he goes. Rivers dishes the Bull. Pass to Dozier. Off with the layup. And here's Los Angeles. They've got an 8-0 run. Here's Preston. And Bull pulls it down. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Bull setting the pick for Barton. The pass to Najee. Now, here's Bull. Guarded closely. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Here's Preston. He's guarded by Rivers. And the Clippers miss again. Denver's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. And Doris, with the financial challenges that the pandemic posed for the NBA, private equity firms looking to break into ownership. Some questions still to be answered with that, don't you think?
Oh, I think no doubt, Kevin. With the rules shifting in recent years to set that minimum ownership stake, it's going to be interesting to see whether this will become a real thing. But I believe if it drives franchise values, there will be momentum gained.
Pass to Preston. Good, nice job down low.
Now, this is the area of the floor where Marcus Morris can be a problem because of that frame and that game. Look out, gentlemen.
And here's Barton. Over to the wing. Here's Bull. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Bull. Shooting 2.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one falls for Bull. Campazzo's checked in for Denver. And he makes both free throws. Greg, player movement is always a constant in the NBA, but with more players on the move every year, the power balance can shift in the blink of an eye.
And we've seen it with the Lakers, right? Just a few years ago. The Nets and a few others. Not everyone, though, loves it, but it sure keeps things interesting.
Now, here's Kennard. Dishes to Jackson. Lets the 3 fly. Barton with the rebound. Barton's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Here's Barton. Fires from deep. It's tipped. Outside Jackson. Zubats with the screen for Jackson. Driving inside. And he banks in the layup.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Jackson against Rivers. It's Bull, top of the key. Passes it to Campazzo. Here's Najee. Rivers kicks to Barton. It's good from the top of the key. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Kennard against Rivers. Kennard, the pass to Jackson. Driving to the basket. Basket good. And it's 7 points for Reggie Jackson.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And a milestone win for the season. This will push their victory total to 20 wins even.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats, just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Paul George.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Green's checked in. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Kennard, the pass to Hartenstein. Rivers against Kennard. Green with a screen on Kennard. Rivers kicks to Green. Astenaji. Martin in the corner. Green with a screen on Batum. Martin from outside. Martin missing again. Now here's Jackson. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helped, and the execution was flawless.
And now, let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline for our player of the game. David, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Paul, a great team effort defensively. So what were your points of emphasis?
You know, we do a great job of helping one another and being in gaps. And, you know, if we're going to get beat, it's going to have to be, you know, beaten by contested shots and the ball being swung. You know, so that's what we had to do. We had to sit down, guard guys, and, you know, make them play on the offensive end as a team.
Well, y'all were real disruptive tonight, man, and it led to the win. Congratulations. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now, we present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.